Hi everyone, welcome to this week Weekly Market Update. So let's take a look what happened over the last week, and then what is the things to take note on for this coming week, and let's recap some of the counter that I have went through last week, mainly on those material sector, whereby because of the infrastructure bill from the Senate that has passed through the 1 trillion infrastructure bill, right? So I think most of the counter that I have touched on last week, they have significantly performing quite well. Hopefully you guys have on board to the selective counter as well after listening to the weekly market updates per week basis. So before I start, remember to like my Facebook page as well, share my Facebook page if let's say you have friends who just start on trading, on investing. Hopefully learn something from here. So let's see what happened on this last week. As you can see that S&P has been going for another record closeout since last Friday. Not just S&P 500, Dow has also been going up. So they have many, I think it's fifth consistent week performing quite well. So all times high, all right, both Dow Jones and S&P, both time highs once again. So the main sector they are actually looking is actually consumer staple. Utility is really outperforming. We can look at the chart of the ETF later, and also quite of goods earnings report, because the earnings report is still ongoing, right? I think most of the stock actually raised because of the stellar earnings seasons. So year-to-year earning growth is expected to be 92.9%. So far, 90% of the S&P 500 has updated their quarterly report, and 88% actually beats the Wall Street analyst estimations. So this is the issues of why the market is outperforming, and S&P 500 is going even higher. So I think that no one's really put into attention of what happening to the COVID, what happening to the Delta virus anymore. I mean, it's still in the concerns, but I think they are more forward looking. Like I say, market is always forward looking. So right now it's actually on the infrastructure bill that actually caused the materials sector to quite bullish at this point of time. Of course, subsequently what will be going on will be the next thing is actually on the tapering, right? Tapering. All right, so last week we can see that the earnings coming in, the data's coming in is quite good. So right now they are actually looking at whether Fed will start to unveil the bond buying taper plan next month or not. So this coming week earnings report, I mean the economy data is also quite significant, impactful. We should see whether will they start to announce any tips or any crumbs to say that they are going to taper soon, and when are they going to taper and by how much. All right, so you can see that the nearly 60% of the response expect that they will start to reduce the asset purchase the first quarter in next year. So this is what coming up next. All right, but like I mentioned, before they start taper, they need to hike the interest rate, right, to make it cheaper for them to buy back the asset, all right, to make their dollar stronger. So this is what is the coming up for the next few weeks or perhaps to the months itself. All right, next thing, without further ado, let's go into the chart directly. Today I have a couple of counter to recap and also to share with you as well. So first of all, this is the S&P 500. We have to always look at the broader index itself. How is it performing, right? Can you see on the 25th, I stated even though there's many weekly update, I say there's a lot of coming down, but always trade with your trend, and trend is your friend, right? So right now I say that 45,000, I mean 4,500 able to clear, and we are looking to 4,006 after the break off. So this is what I chart. I mean the whole overall view chart. Can you see that? All right, so this is what I do. So I just continue. It's uptrend. I mean, there's a lot of pullback, a lot of bearish divergence along the way, but a stronger signal need to be formed in order for you to start shorting. Otherwise, it's an anti-counter trend. Then make sure you set your stop loss. All right, my view for S&P is still remain the same. We are still looking for the more upside, but of course, uh, don't dump everything, or don't go all in once at this point of time, because we are at all-time high. So divide your funds into portions and slowly nimble it. All right, so don't go one shot, try to bet big or small. That is not the ideal way of trading. All right, so next counter we will be looking at Nikkei N225. So I have said that previously as well. I say that when you want to long, you long on something that is strong, you want to short, you short on something that is kind of weak, right? So for Nikkei, it's still kind of like weak. First of August, right? I say look at the 26,200 Fibo, right? Which is somewhere 26,200. All right, it's somewhere here. All right, this is what we are looking at for the price to come down. If let's say it break and then we are more bearish, we will then look at a 38.2% Fibonacci level. All right, this is more to me is more on the downside. Why? Because the overall market is performing well, but unlike Nikkei. All right, based on the chart itself, unlike Nikkei, it's still at the uptrend. All right, nothing goes wrong. But if you really want to draw a trend line, right, to support it, I can say that it's already break already. You can see that. Can you see that? There's one support, two support, three support. All right. So it already broke off right now. It's actually in the triangle itself. So that's why I'm want to short. You short the downside. Okay. So this is what I feel personally. All right. So next, I'm still more bearish on the Nikkei, and then we will be going into selective counter to review. Firstly, is LAC. I mentioned that the lithium, right? I even give my support resistance TPSL. If you follow, it's only just a weeks ago. So this is like Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday. All right. So on Monday broke up. All right, there's five candlestick, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. So on Monday, if you manage to catch it, pump, and you hit the $18 TP, and there you go. Congrats if you follow. Right now, is there any bearish mood going in? Uh, to me it's still the upside lah. I mean, it's still at the upside. The bearish is not what because of one candlestick is mentioned as bearish. So this is the weekly chart. We can see that it's quite strong, coming with a good volume coming in play as well. All right, so I'm still, I mean, bullish of this counter, even though it hit my TP. Right now is when to review to enter again and when to buy in again. All right, so this is one counter. We recap. Congrats if you follow once again. Next is actually USLM, United States Lime and Mineral. So 8 August as well, break triangle. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, break. So on Monday, if you manage to ride, you're still able to have some decent profit, right? Congrats. I think this will continue right higher because 155 is the ceiling. Once you're able to break the ceiling, right, we will be even more bullish on this counter. All right, it's a mineral, it's a material counter, which I think is piece of the infrastructure itself, right? The infrastructure bill plan, 1 trillion. Then next is actually our LOMA. These are also touches on it as well, so you can see that right now it's still advancing. Whether will there be any cover gap play, we are still holding on it. All right, we are still holding on these positions. So nothing much. I mean, I'm waiting for a more decent pullback to enter it, especially right now markets are I mean at sky high. But if you don't mind to enter in, you also can enter at this current market price. Just set your stop loss wisely enough. All right, so this is also another material company. Then next thing, recap previously Pfizer. Let's see how it performs. All right, so Pfizer, somewhere here, pump, break the ceiling, go up. All right, if you are holding on Pfizer, congrats. I think right now a lot of world is taking on the vaccines. All right, the COVID vaccines, and even for the third injection, the booster. So, no doubt, it's still bullish for Pfizer. But because of Pfizer, right, I actually managed to look into some another one drugs. It's actually Gillette. Mentions break, will it break above? Right now, actually consolidating, and then it finally touched above. This is what I draw previously. So I'm going to delete this thing again. All right, delete this thing again. All right, let's see where is Gillette standing right now. We can see it's actually the resistance level. All right, so sorry. Okay, this is more significant. Used to be a resistance. Right now, it turns support. So seems like the market is doing quite well for Gillette. If you follow me way months ago, all right, I say that $60 is here is a worth taking the risk. Can you see that? I still put my note here. I never remove. When is it? It's somewhere in December. All right. All right. So it has been riding for almost a year. So almost half a year. So right now, slowly recover. And this is a quite a significant good bullish patterns. So I'm still holding. I mean, if you don't mind, you still can hold on to Gillette if you want. All right, if you want to Gillette, whichever. All right, GILD, that is the stock symbol. So on weekly candle, it's still forming a strong up single week candle itself. All right, so this is what we are looking at. Hopefully, you can touch back the resistor at 83.57. All right, so let's write down somewhere. Today is on the 15. All right, 15 August 2021. So just a simple note, then we'll recap. All right, bullish buyers, and then looking at resistance at 83. All right, just put a round figure, and then we'll recap where it goes. All right, so for people who want to enter in, just be aware, and then stop loss. I mean, there's 3 different blue color line. You can determine yourself which stop loss you prefer. All right, so this is on my view for Gillette, and then the next one I'm going to LVS. All right, Las Vegas. Okay, so Las Vegas. Aha, it's coming. It's getting nearer to my second TP, right? Let's look at the weekly chart. All right, around 40 to 38. So right now, where is the last closing price? Is on close at 39.96. So it's break below 40, which is actually break last week, right? So this week is still trading below. I think 38 shouldn't be an issue. It's just a matter of time for it to touch this major support once again. All right, can you see this major support? All right, I believe 38 will come into play soon, perhaps this coming week or next week, and then it might penetrate and we will see any bounce off from there or not. Let me explain. It's very significant on this support area. This is the band. We can see that touches the lower band. All right. I mean, look at the chart. Lower band, and it might actually break through the green line, go to the lower band, and then bounce back. Let me tell you, if let's say the support is significant, just make sure it's significant. Why I say that? Let's look into another counter, which is on the commodities, is on the gold itself. So on gold itself, I say this is somewhere in June. I say it might come down. All right. So why? Let's look at the daily chart. Can you see? I say 1670 is always a major support. All right, since 2020. And then the price on Monday itself, it crashes to somewhere near 160 and it bounces back. All right, this might be due to the news of tapering. People try to go to hedge, or people see the opportunity when it touches the significant support level. All right, so if let's say it's a significant support level, it means something over there. Otherwise, TA doesn't work well, right? So be careful when I say LVS coming to the significant support level. Okay, so I mean, I got no time for you guys to take photo if you guys want, because this is a video. You can just pause it and then doing your own charting, and then you just study from there. Okay, next counter, just to recap, is still riding slowly. It's actually NOK, Nokia. All right, can you see? Looking at 470, the first TP, once it reached, the other is all history. All right, still riding up. I can see that there's a well-defined channel going here. I mean, if you are uh still on Nokia, congrats to you. All right, see that it's trading around the channel itself. All right, when you go higher, I think there's a highly possibility that it might continue to trend even higher. So let's put a first target 650, then we will see where it goes. Right now it's at 610. All right, 40 cents to go. All right, 650, a very significant resistance. So that very significant resistance. All right, even for this day candle, it goes spike up. This is due to the GameStop itself. All right, this is due to the GameStop itself. It spike up and then it pull back, and then the rest is history, right? Because of GameStop. So right now 650 is very significant. We shall see where it goes. Let's put some notes here. So it's on today is 15th August 2021. So TP looking at 650. 650. All right, this is significance resistance. All right, so this is how I do my charting analysis. All right, so let's take a look and then we'll recap once again. Okay, next I also mentioned on QCOMs. So sorry. All right, Qualcomm's. All right, Qualcomm's, very beautiful. This chart is very beautiful. Break up, pull back. Right now we are at the support term resistance. All right, eyeing 160. So don't be disappointed even for the market to slide back slightly. All right, don't be disappointed. Ultimately, market don't move in one direction, right? So right now, breakout, pull back, continue, because this is a good SR line. All right, right now is RS line, resistance, resistance, resistance. turn support. So that not so QCOM, I'm more on the bullish side lah, all right, on what happened even after the pullback. So I'm more bullish on this one. Purposely never do any write up. So let's continue. So we are just right again. So 15 August 2021, resistance, turn support. So buyers on upside, TP 160 remained. Alright, so this is my view on QCOM Qualcomm. Of course, I didn't put a stop loss. I mean, this is sometimes I put, sometimes I don't put. I think for it's fair for those private Telegram group, right? Private group, right? Cannot all to the public, right? So I put in effort. I also need people to support me as well. Alright, next thing, next three counter I'm going to introduce today. Firstly is actually on platinum. I think I mentioned this previously many times ago. It's just I'm going to recap once again. Good support 20, 22.50. Break below 20. Right now bounce back and the rest is history. Right now against 20 is a very good support. Good earnings report. Okay, good volume coming in. What is going on for platinums? Palladians. I think it's because the earnings meet the expectations. You know, revenue top estimate on strong customer growth. And not only that, I think our best ETF performance, all right, the Cathie Wood, the ARX funds, I think they continue to ride on it as well. All right, I think they continue to ride on, continue to pump more money on uh, Palladians, and this is what make the market actually bullish. But ultimately, based on chart, based on fundamental, I kind of like this stock. I mean, right now the price is still cheap. If you manage 22.50, 20, it's still cheap. It's still getting 24. It's still cheap. All right, the price have chances that you'll right back to 28, 31. So today I'm going to write and get again 50 August 2021. Buyers, more buyers, uptrend. So TP let's set as 28, then followed by 31. Alright, so we shall review where it goes. Okay, so this is one of the counter. Then the next one I'm looking into is actually Coinbase. Alright, so for Coinbase, it's still the same. I think I draw that, or I didn't draw, but I'm more on the bullish bias. Alright, more on the bullish bias. Okay, so let's draw the support and resistance level. So if let's say here is a resistance, right now it almost touches the support. Okay, resistance turn support. So if you want, I mean, it's up to individual play whether you want to pull back to enter or up to individual you want to chase right now is also up to you. All right, so just it's not really formed yet, but we can see some. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. So the play is how when it touches somewhere here, we are looking more on the upside. Okay, why? Because if you enter slightly below, you are way better than the up funds because they actually pump in money on the coin as well. You can go and Google. All right, so weight in art is 3.5%. All right, closing price 236.5. All right, so Coinbase cryptocurrency, if you think crypto is a futures, since the IPO has been dropping below the IPO price, I believe if I'm not wrong, right now is for you to grab. All right, it's almost half the price. You save yourself 50% if you enter now. All right, so this is my view on Coinbase. Lastly, we are back to the Singapore local counter. Is actually City Development. I'm eyeing on this because I'm eyeing because I hopefully this is a fundamentally strong company. I mean, you can read in on the analyst report at the Edge website. Analyst has been given by call on CDL, expect better performance in the second half of this year. Even though their earnings report came in recently and is not performing well, especially on their losses, it's kind of disappointment. But then you can see that since the financial crisis GFC, the lowest is going 460. Right now it's 610. So if let's say this is the band we are looking to catch either now or we are looking for the band. All right, this is the weekly chart. So I mean up to individual, but this is more on long-term investing. Okay, so it's more on long-term investing. Let's put on 15 August 2021, slightly long term. All right, hold for a year, 2 years. So right now we can see the band is band support 450 to $6, and then TP back to 9 to $10. All right, so this is slightly more long term. All right, so this is my view for city development, and that's all for this week. Really, market update is almost 20 minutes. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Remember to share with your friends. Join my Telegram group. Hopefully you guys have some good returns from here, and then you can join my private group as well. That's all, everyone. Thanks. See you guys next week again. Bye bye.